I don't know. It's finicky on the battery.
I think we're on.
Yeah, you're live.
All right. Thanks again.
I can stand here. Nothing's happening
Who
here.
took it?
I got this in wrap.
Well, you're on. You're live. Okay. Here in Braemar South, third place matchup of the tradition tournament. Your Hornets in green, St. Paul in white. I believe we ran into these folks tournament not so long ago. I believe we got the better of them, but I'm not sure. So we'll see what we have today. A little bit of a interesting schedule. We had a couple games right before New Year's, and now the third place game. We earned that bid to the third place game here. So we'll see what happens. You said, Brad, we played these guys?
We played them in Apple Valley, Burnsville. I beat them 6-1, I think.
Okay. Sounds like we beat them in Burnsville, Apple Valley, 6-1 last time, but every game's different. Let's see what today's matchup brings. It'll be George McGill in net. Tommy Tucci attending to a family matter. And we'll get things cooking. 15 minutes on the game clock. Everything else looks good to go. Happy New Year to anyone tuning in. All right. Boys and girls, we'll rally around their coach, Paul Enriquez. The rest of the coaches lined up on the bench, ready to go. They'll bring up Parisi, Helfrich, and Carlson up front. Olsen and Beacom are your defenders. Helfrich will take the draw. St. Paul in white and red. Parisi off the break in the zone. Drops it for Carlson. Carlson carries into the circle, into the corner. Centering pass knocked away. Helfrich gives chase. Beacom steps into it. St. Paul trying to break out the other way. All right, behind the net. Parisi waiting on it. Helfrich now give and go. That was Carlson out front, nearly put it on net. Beacom is shadowing him. Good speed from this guy. Parisi on the back check. Fired wide of McGill. Carlson gets to it, fires it to Helfrich. Helfrich plays it by him. Cam's going to try and catch up to this one, but St. Paul picks it up. Working in their own zone. Weebler had marked that man, and so Hart will come back for it. They had a hanger behind the play. All right. Capitals try and break in. Conkey plays it to Weebler. Weebler looks up. Weebler dumps it in on net, just wide. McElroy there. McElroy takes the puck, looks for the centering pass, no one home. Slid through two Hornets. It's Carpenter and Weebler in the vicinity. Conkey plays him wide. Centering pass knocked away by Hart. It actually got to McGill. A little bit of trouble in the slot here. Sits there for a moment, not knocked away yet. Now McElroy will try and play it out of the zone. Okay, up to center ice. Pitko nearly picked the pocket there as he came streaking in. Conkey, Pitko collide. In comes St. Paul. No one worse for the wears that I can tell. Carpenter tries to dish it deep. That's Hoffman now. Hoffman breaks wide. Puts on the brakes. Fired hot shot. Put it right on the goalie's red basket. It'll be Eichton now. Eichton. Vogel. Down low for Mosley. Now Eichton. Eichton will hit Pitko up the boards. Does now. Now played out. They'll reset. Hoffman. Oh, Vogel there. Lifted up by Hoffman. Nice play by Hoffman.
He's over there. Hey.
Banked in by Vogel Pitko. Pitko nearly poked it away there. Mosley will defend here with speed. The Capitals. Hoodlick. Pad save. Georgie. Off the boards. Pitko. Across. Oh, no. They got an offsides call. It looked pretty good from here. Full crowd today. It's people on holiday vacation or something. Friday afternoon crowd. It'll be Parisi with Helfrich and Carlson fired in by Olsen. Parisi gives chase. Jacks behind the net. Capitals have it. They'll swing it out. Cross ice. Beacom. His man on. Good defense there by Bo. St. Paul Wines kicked out. Loose puck knocked away out front. That's Parisi doing the honors. Okay. Olsen catches up to it. Benny Carlson. Helfrich in the corner. No. Parisi has it. Parisi. Oh. Carlson almost had a bite at it there. Beacom races back 2-on-1. They hold off and put it in the net. Good patience from the Capitals there as they brought it in point blank and then just held it. McGill had to play the person with the puck and the person next to him on the 2-0. So real tough play for McGill to make there. 1-0. St. Paul. Carpenter will take the draw. These Hornets have made a habit of starting slow. We'll see if that's the story today, if they can just regroup right away or not. Conkey up the boards. Carpenter. Hard pass to Hart. He'll swing it all the way around for Conkey. Henry up the boards for Weebler. Weebler puts on the brakes. Weebs. Tipped into the zone. McElroy there. Good pressure from Charlie. Now Weebler there. Okay. It's against the boards. Now swung behind the net. Weebler forces a pass. Kept in. Here we go. McElroy. Just couldn't get a handle on it. It'll go for an icing. .9:57 in the first. Hoffman, Vogel, and Pitko. Mosley, Eichten. Vivian on the draw. Wins it back to Mose. Mosley plays it down low. Hoffman there. Hoffman got a piece of it. Pressed up the boards. Hoffman in the middle of it. Pulls it loose. By Mosley. But Pitko there to help. Ike didn't have it. Nolan with speed. Tried to press it up the boards. Instead went into the ref's skates. We'll go the other way. Thinking cross ice maybe. But instead, a little bit of a turnover situation as St. Paul has the puck behind the net. Maneuvering, Pitko, Eichten. Watch out here. Pitko in for the steal. Drop down low. Watch out here in the circle. Fired high into the netting. Deflected into the netting. That was a good amount of pressure from St. Paul. So we'll reset things completely. Helfrich, Beacom, Carlson, Parisi, and Olsen in. Helfrich on the draw. Okay, Carlson. Chance for Helfrich. Parisi holds off. Good thought by Helfrich. He was thinking Parisi across the way. Beacom races back for it. Bo. Good breaks. Up the boards. Carlson tried to play it out. Beacom will have to get it again in the corner. Bo sharply for Jax. Upended a bit by Beacom. Okay, he's taken down. Outside the circle, they'll get a call on St. Paul. Capitals player will take a seat for dumping Bo in the corner. So first power play, good opportunity for the Hornets to knot things up here with 8:18 to go in the first. It'll be Hoffman. Tommy played across. St. Paul will try and flip this out. They flip it into the crowd. I think everyone's okay. St. Paul player whipping that puck right into their own fans, but no one worse for the wear. And uh-oh. And we're back on. Bouncing puck off the draw. Parisi controls it. Dips his way behind the ref. Stepping up is Hart. Good Hart. It'll go around the other way. St. Paul tries to break out right through the middle. Hoffman got a piece of it. Now it's a 2-on-1 to break the other way. Carlson trying desperately to get back in the mix. Flip behind the net. St. Paul's got the puck here. But taken away by Hart. Hart. Parisi. Parisi will look up. Sharply across for Helfrich. Helfrich breaks in wide. On his backhand, Helfrich fed across. No one there yet. Carlson was coming in. Hoffman bides his time. We're in power play action here. Kicks all the way out for Hart off the deflect. Hart will bank it on behind the net. Hornets not fully controlling it yet. Hart blasts it back into the circle. Played across. Helfrich! Good look. He was on his backhand there. He got a good amount of wood on it, but we'll try it again. Still Hart, Carlson, Hoffman, Helfrich, Parisi up front. Hoffman on the draw. Tommy played it behind St. Paul's net. Kept in by Carlson. She'll dump it back down low. Okay, they'll break this out. They'll flip it out. Racing is Hart. Drew off the boards into the zone. They're going to call off the icing. Mosley on to defend. They got two St. Paul players here. This is a 2-on-1. Coming back the other way, Parisi in the mix. Pulled away by Hoffman. Hoffman fighting for it against the boards. Carlson there to help. We're even strength here. Watch out front. That's where it's going. The St. Paul player drifted unmarked out front. Hoffman banked off to Carlson. Racing up his Parisi. Does Carlson see him? No. Helfrich. Helfrich with speed. Here comes Cam. Cam, couple moves. But he got tied up as he drove in. Weebler. Carpenter racing over to check him. Instead, it skirts by Eichton. He'll have to go back for it. Icing is the call. 5:50 to go in the first. Capitals have a 1-goal lead. Jack Carpenter will take the draw. Off the break, it slides right by the St. Paul goalie. Swung into the opposite corner. Carpenter trying to get there. Eichton, Mosley back. Centering pass. Gets to a St. Paul player's stick, but played wide of McGill. Mose skates by it. Picked up by Carpenter. Carpenter, McElroy. McElroy, Carpenter. Carpenter, Weebler. Yes. Jack to Jack. Here comes Weebler. Weebler. Good maneuver there. Jack played it off the pads. If that wasn't cleanly handled, Carpenter was in the middle of it checking on it. Weebs was trying to bank that off his pad, perhaps. Good thought. Vogel, Parisi, Pitko, Hart, Conkey back. Vogel battling on the dot. Played sharply to Conkey. Conkey puts a good hard shot on. Rebound out front. Oh! Parisi swung at that one. Just missed it. Parisi played it across. It's Conkey now. Conkey. Vogel. Vivian winding behind her own net. Puts it up to Parisi. Parisi. Vogel. Pitko trying to get space in the front. Fired just wide. That was Vogel with the test. Shoveled to Hart. Hart at the blue line. Through traffic. Picked off by St. Paul. They'll have to race back here. Good stick by Hart. Vogel, Parisi. Vogel. Tried to lean it on in. She's battling for it. Chip behind the net. Pitko to test it. Beacom at center ice. St. Paul holds off. The Bodo stalled out by Vogel. Parisi now race. Pitko the trailer. Parisi lost the handle. Beacom there against the board. Stepped into it. Taken away by Vogel. Vogel cross ice. She's looking Parisi. Down low for Pitko. Pitko trying to hit Parisi. Couldn't get as much on it. It was also deflected. Parisi there to try and take it. He's got it. Jax shoveled for Vogel. Just tipped out of her reach. Here comes Olsen. Dropped. Chipped. St. Paul has it in the corner. Out of the zone. Get a change as Olsen and Beacom are back. Carlson now races with Helfrich. Camp holds off on the centering pass. Will control the puck around. We'll see Hoffman. He's bodied up in the corner, but Hoffman has the puck out front. Carlson! Yes! Hoffman to Carlson. Tessa makes it 1-1. We're all knotted up here with 3:11 in the first. So Helfrich had carried it into the corner. Got bodied up a bit. Hoffman picked up the puck and fed Tessa out front. That's your first goal for the Hornets. Hornets wake up. Helfrich now. Falling the puck off his shin pad. It's almost a good event again. Looked like an offsides play, but Eichton makes a nice play, feeds Mosley. Good breaks by Hoffman, got knocked away from him. Banked off the boards. Here comes Helfrich. Helfrich with speed, banks it off. Oh, good thought. Cam was trying to use his speed. Flipped up for Hoffman. Offsides is the call. 2:30. All right. It'll be Jack, Charlie, Henry, and Drew. Hart plays it out. Hart on the run here. Has Weebler wide. Drew. Carpenter holding the boards for him. Kicks by him. Just Conkey back now. Conkey forces a bad, maybe a pass, maybe a shot. Oh, chance for McElroy. McElroy, oh, nearly caught up to it. It'll be an offsides. No, they'll let him play. Weebs trying to slice and dice his way through. Carpenter over to check on it. It's up to Conkey. Hart. Conkey bodies him up. Good play by Conkey. No call. It wouldn't have deserved one. In the circle. Fired wide, or knocked down before it could get to McGill. Charlie skates wide. Charlie banks it off the boards. Can't get there before St. Paul. And they pull it out here, but he picks it off for a moment. A little bit of scrum there as Olsen will play it wide. Carpenter looks up for Parisi, but he'll skate through center ice. Drop for Parisi. Jacks down low. Not able to feed it along. Beacom will give chase. Olsen is back. Olsen gets a couple tests on it. And McGill flashing the leather. Big time save for Georgie McGill. George, point blank, just flashed that white leather glove. All right. Vogel has been testy in the faceoff circle here. Oh, Parisi nearly with the play there. Another one for McGill. 47 seconds left in the first. Another offensive zone faceoff for St. Paul. Vogel. St. Paul has the puck in the corner. They circle around the circle. Bouncing puck. Low shot. Goal. 2-1. St. Paul putting up a good battle here. With less than a minute to go in the first, they put it in. 30 seconds left. Hoffman will take the draw. Hoffman and Helfrich. Helfrich breaks in. Catches up to it, flips it into the corner. Hoffman there quickly moving. Hoffman. 18 seconds. Flipped up. Played out of the zone. 10 seconds left. Enough time for Hoffman to get down there. Hoffman breaks. Walked across. Here we go. Fed across. And that'll do it through one. 2-1 will be the lead for St. Paul going into the second period. Okay, Eichten will take it. Eichten. Nolan maneuvering against the boards. He's tied up by Capitals. Chips towards center ice. Pitko gives him a lift, but they break in. Held up by Mosley. Capitals have it. They played it out to the D. Pitko gives pressure. Forces the pass down low. Vogel cross ice for Carlson. Pitko. Carlson on net. Tied up. She gets a little push for it. 14 minutes, second period. Hoffman on the draw. Precy set to the left, Helfrich to the right, Conkey and Hart. Conkey with the puck plays it across and down. Precy first one there. Precy tried to one-touch it out to Hoffman. St. Paul has the puck. They lose it to Conkey. Helfrich with it, no. Kim touched up to Hoffman. St. Paul winds around their own net. Banked off. Precy. There it is. Hoffman. Just behind it. Chance here as Helfrich knocked it away. Precy now with the puck. Jack's out front. Oh, no. There it is. Oh. He held it out. A couple really good opportunities there. Looked like Hoffman had a good bite at the apple from Precy. Good goalie, though. I mean, it's a good story. And then Helfrich put it right there on net. So, just held out by a skate, I believe. Hoffman now out to Precy. Precy will battle for it. Gives chase. Knocked away. That's Helfrich. Cam. Good moves. Helfrich! Oh, off the back of the netting. We saw the net move, and it looked good. Instead, Conkey has to go cover a 2-on-1 with Helfrich in tow. Conkey got enough of that breakup to eliminate the threat. Nice play by Henry Conkey. Racing in his heart. Watch out here. Fed out front. All kinds of time. 3-1. Capitals. They had a lot of time to think about that one. The Capitals player was there, put a stick handle on, and again, point blank. So a tough place to try and make a big time save. George has done it, but that was an awful tough play. Okay. Played wide of Olsen. Olsen with a couple pokes. Nice play by Benny. Beacom to... That was Charlie trying to press the puck up, but St. Paul's got it. One on... Okay, Beacom. Towards George. McElroy holds off. Weebler, who's after it? Olsen, Weebler. Just out of his reach. McElroy pressed up. Carpenter chases. St. Paul walks right in here. Runs the other way. Olsen, you heard Mr. McGill. The Hornets need to get it going and get it going quick. 3-1. 12:36 to go. It'll be McElroy. Charlie. No clean breakouts here, and not in a while. Jumps over Carlson's stick. She knocks it away. Played in deep before McGill plays to Beacom. Quickly up for Vogel. Vogel races with speed. Pitko is across the way. She's tied up before she can do anything with it. Carlson, Vogel. Vogel, Carlson. Knocked away by a trio of Hornets, but still played across McGill. Mosley is man on. Eichton waiting out front. Eichton pressures. It's down low behind the net. Vogel lifts him a couple times. Now Carlson knocks it away from him. Carlson will start the break. Carlson. Pitko. Pitko holds off. Fired off the chest plate. Gives chase. Okay, Mosley wide. Guy's leaning his way in. He meets Eichton in the corner. Vogel trying to break him up behind the net. It'll be Carlson again. Carlson will try and break out with Chip. That's right. Chip towards the net, and we'll get a change. Hoffman on with Conkey, Parisi, Helfrich. And now it's Conkey. They took Georgia's stick with them. Hoffman now. Hoffman races wide. Everyone waiting at the blue. Here comes Hoffman. Tommy through the tray. Oh. He made his way all the way through. But lost the handle. Here comes Helfrich. Helfrich with a look. Fired into the netting off the deflect. That was coming in hot. Cam with a good test. He had a good look in the circle there. Let's see if do it again. Tommy on the drop. Tried to win it back to Conkey. Instead, St. Paul come out the other way. Capitals break wide. They have some numbers. Fed all the way around behind McGill. Now in the corner. Centering pass makes its way all the way to Capitals, and then it's frozen up by George, but probably shouldn't have got all the way over there for the shot. McGill with the big save to save the day. So give another chance to Vogel, Carlson, Pitko, Conkey, and Hart. Vogel played it back for Hart. Hart will whip it around for Carlson. Carlson out of her reach. Pitko poked it away. Here comes Will. Will fed out front. There it is. Vogel with the goal. Vivian Vogel from Will Pitko makes it 3-2. Credit to Carlson and Pitko for pressing the puck after she dumped it in. Will came out with it and fed Vogel, who was waiting out front. Vivian doesn't miss those shots, folks. 3-2. $9:37 to go in the second.
Keep it going, Hornets! Keep it going, Hornets!
Weebler with the puck. Here comes Jack. Move at the blue line. Fires. Gloved up. Weebler took a shot. Okay. St. Paul breaks the other way. It looks like a 2-on-2. McElroy in the mix. Got a piece of that as it kicked over for Hart. Hart flips it up. Bouncing puck. McElroy is interfered with as he came into the zone. Drop by St. Paul. The Capitals try and play it out. They do. Beacom on a swivel. Beacom, nice stick there to knock it away. Centering pass, Conkey had nullified. Carpenter with the puck. Carpenter up around. McElroy puts it on to Weebler. Weeb plays it into the zone. He'll give chase. At the blue line, intercepted by Conkey, flipped into the zone. Weebler there, but St. Paul corrals it. Carpenter lifted a couple times. They'll get Carpenter on the trip. Jack doesn't like it, but we have 1:30 to kill. I think it's 1:30. Yep. And they'll give it to Hoffman, Olsen, Beacom, and Parisi to try and run some time here. At the blue line, shadowing him is Hoffman. Hoffman right there. Good work out of the zone. Misplayed. They'll reset as Parisi tries to disrupt. Jack's all the way back to play the puck here. Backhanded. Oh. Okay. St. Paul with the puck. They're going to their D-man. Are they going across? Knocked away by Hoffman for a moment, but right back to the Capitals. In the corner. Bouncing puck, knocked down. Carpenter. Sorry, that's the Capitals. Carpenter waiting to get out of the box. Still 37 seconds on him. As Hoffman takes it away, he'll fire this out of the zone. He does. Picked up by the Capitals. Parisi gets pressure. Hoffman over on the puck. St. Paul right back in. Off a skate. To the blue, but not out. Played across and knocked away by Beacom. That was a big play by Beacom. Here comes Hoffman. We are full strength in 6. Played across. Parisi! Put a good hard shot on as he drifted away from the goal. Carpenter races on here. Knocks it away as he came across. Now played out. Vogel gives chase. Helfrich there. And Carlson down for Helfrich. Helfrich will get to this. Cam flips it to Vogel. Viv looking yep, that's where she was looking. Mose now will put it on net. Bouncing puck. Oh, come on! Mosley had put it on net, and it sat there for a moment. We couldn't get a clean shot off. This one's... Oh, that's Vogel with another blast. Kicked wide. Good pressure here. Carlson, just missed to Helfrich on the one-timer. Racing the other way from St. Paul. Mosley plays him wide. Eichton also waiting out front, nullified by Mosley. A little miscommunication as Eichton and Carlson didn't know who was getting the puck, but it doesn't matter because Vogel's got it. Now Carlson, sharply for Helfrich. Cam races in. Cam fired, knocked down, not cleanly handled, but eventually frozen by St. Paul's goalie. So one goal separates them here. Hornets down 1 with 5:35 to go. Weebler set to the right. Helfrich, nope, that's McElroy to the left. One back to Hart. Hart, bouncing puck, kicks wide. Pitko will get to it first. Will, behind the net, trying to hit McElroy. Racing wide. St. Paul with the puck, knocked away by Hart. Played up for McElroy. McElroy cross ice for Weebler. Weebler with the head of steam. Here comes Jack. Jack fires. Oh, just missed. Weebler had him leaning and had that left part of the net. Pitko working in the corner. Nearly came out with it. He'll play it back against the boards. Nice play by Pitko in his skates. Good step up there by Hart. Weebler trying to bank it back in. He bodied him up a couple times. Maybe knocked the puck away. Conkey is man on. Conkey tied him up. Nice work by Henry. St. Paul tried to feed it to the man of the circle instead of kicks to the defender. Tough deflect out front. Off a post. They'll get Conkey here on the cross check. He was trying to clean up in front of the net. So we'll try and kill this minute and 30 penalty off with 4:24 to go. They'll look to Vogel, Olsen, Parisi, and Beacom. Bo there. Olsen over to check him. Parisi now pressuring. Good work by Jax. Nearly played it out. He's still battling for it. 2 men on him. Watch out here. Fired. McGill got a piece of that, enough to deflect it over the net. Vogel is man on. Vogel will get up there. Nearly off to the races herself. Outside the circle, she got knocked down. Fed all the way across. There's a puck laying on the ground. Georgie with the big time save. 54 seconds left until Mr. Conkey is free. Helfrich, Hoffman on. Olsen and Beacom stay on. Hoffman will look to play it back to Olsen, but instead it sits in the circle. Trouble here. Just kicked over the net. Watch out here. Another one fed out front, knocked away. Here goes Hoffman. Hoffman with a chance. Hoffman's got a ton of speed. Watch him go. Tried to lean his way in. Fed to Helfrich. Sits there in the circle for a moment. Hoffman gives chase. Olsen plays him wide. Knocked away a couple times. Into the slot. Fired breadbasket. Rebound out front. Helfrich tried to pull it away. Banked off the boards by Olsen. Olsen back for it. Played to the blue line. Not out. St. Paul have to reset with 6 seconds left until Conkey is free. Picked up by Hoffman. Hit the ref, I believe. Conkey free. We are even strength here as Mosley played him wide. And frozen up by McGill as Olsen takes exception to St. Paul being a little bit punchy out front. 2:42, nice kill for the Hornets. They'll look at Carlson here. Set with Carpenter and Pitko to her left. Eichton gets the puck off the draw. Pitko trying to pull it loose. In comes Capitals. Pad save away. Eichton touched up for Carlson. Carlson tried to play it by him. Racing is Carpenter to get in the mix. Eichton plays him wide. They're covering up front fairly well. No. Try to draw a call there. Pitko. Lacrosse ice puts it on Carpenter's stick. Jack races through center ice. He's upended before he could do anything with it. It'll race down. Eichton will touch up the icing. 2 minutes to go in the second. Still one goal separating them. Helfrich, Parisi, and Vogel on. Carpenter and Carlson will step off. Eichton and Mosley are your defenders. Played out of the zone. Mosley gives it a chase. Flipped up near Parisi. Flipped by Mosley. A little trouble here. 2-on-1. Helfrich and McGill, big time save. We found ourselves out of position a bit there, but we got it right back. Here comes Vogel and Helfrich. Vogel, Helfrich. Parisi is your trailer. Parisi's got it. Parisi trying to feed across to Helfrich. Cam right there. Now Eichten mows. Eichten plays him wide. Gives him a couple tests. No. Now played out. Vogel trying to catch up to it. Watch the D to D. Yes. He saw it, but Vogel was too far into the zone to make a play. 104. Face off outside the zone. They'll give Tommy Hoffman a chance to draw it back. They're checking on Weebler. He draws it back to Conkey. Conkey blasts it down deep. Hoffman chases Mack on along the boards also. Fed on the no-look back to Weebler. Nice work by McElroy to hold it in. Kicks into the corner. Hoffman waiting along the far side boards. He's got it. Kicked by both he and Hart. Hart flips it into the zone. Poked Weebler. Nice play by Drew. Okay. 22 seconds left in the period. Knocked away by Hoffman. McElroy with the puck. He takes a shot. Why is that not a penalty? I don't really know. Hoffman will break in here. 9 seconds left. McElroy backhanded out front. Oh, off the netting. Conkey. Just wide. Good thought. Good opportunity there right at the end of the period. It looked like McElroy took a pretty clean shot as he came into the zone. Surprised that didn't draw anything. 15 minutes to go. We'll see you in the third period. All right, the refs signaling to the goalies. They look ready to go. Tessa on the draw. Carlson plays it right to Pitko. Pitko skates in wide. He'll catch up to it, drops it back. Olsen kicks it all the way through. Pitko with the puck. Fed out front. Carlson there. Good thought. Olsen will give you back for it. Benny, good speed. Plays it right out of the zone. Carlson poked it to center ice. Knocked away by Beacom. They'll go back to the D. Playing a little keep away here. St. Paul. Kicked away. Olsen for Carpenter, but out of his reach. Instead, Carlson picked it up. Carp. Sharp pass out to Pitko. Couldn't handle it. Poked it away and played into the zone. We'll get a change for the Capitals. Quickly up for Carpenter. Carpenter. Let's go, Bree! Olsen off the boards. Carlson there. Carpenter now breaks in. Pitko knocked down as he tried to stay on sides. St. Paul with the puck, winding behind their own net. Or our net. Big save, man. George, again, just a fantastic save as it got backhanded right into his breadbasket. Vogel was on the dot. Now it's Eichton. Eichton turns, fires it up the boards for Helfrich. Helfrich, good 3-on-2 here as Parisi's in the mix. Drop for Vogel. Vogel has Parisi. Parisi with the puck. Went into his skates. Vogel now will look for Mose. Mosley with the puck, plays it in and around. Not able to connect anything cleanly on that play, but it sure looked like there were some good options. Vogel, inner skates. Helfrich lurking. Parisi there. Vogel trying to break it out. They'll flip it out. Eichton right there to pick it up. Eichton. Mosley. Parisi. Vogel. Helfrich. Dumps him. Guy tried to mess up Helfrich's approach. Got the worst end of it, that's for sure. Vogel now will break. Viv uses Parisi as a screen. Drops for Helfrich. Helfrich quick shot behind the net. Parisi with the puck. Jacks will have to tie it up. 12:05 to go in the third. Parisi off the bench. Kicked out front. I think it surprised maybe Cam when it kicked right to him. But we're back in. Okay. Kicked wide. It's held up before it gets out. Conkey, good stick.
Stop chasing.
Okay, Mac out of the zone. McElroy got a piece of it, picked away by Hoffman. Now Turbo in the zone. It's in the net! Holy cow! Caught him sleeping. And Hoffman puts it by him. Tommy put it in. You'll have to check the replay on that one. I don't think the goalie saw that at any point until it was behind him in the net. Hoffman with the equalizer. A little puck luck for the Hornets. We needed it. So it is 3-3 here with 11:17 to go, played back by Hoffman. Hoffman with the puck again. McElroy wide. A little bit of a good look there. Fired. Pad down. Rebound. Hart stepping into it. Hart with the puck. Dodges a stick. Hart, good body on the St. Paul player. Picked off by Weebler. Lift for Hart. Hart! Knocked down out front. Rebound. Sat there for a moment. Weebler will set it up. Weebler. Mac for Weebler. Weebler cross ice. It gets to Conkey. Conkey banks it on down low. Weebler there. Good control by the Hornets here. Okay, they're going to be careful here. 3-on-2 the other way. Conkey is man on. Hoffman's back in the mix. Okay, Hoffman will kick it out. Smart play by Hoffman. He didn't have a stick, so he had to kick it out. Hart now pressuring. Conkey comes out with it. Conkey will skate it. Looks cross ice. No, bouncing puck. That's fine. McElroy with the steal. He'll control the puck now in the corner. Wait for help. Carlson is coming in. Knocked down by Carlson. Pitko there. It's out. Looked like it came out for a moment. Olsen was right there on it, but 9:45. Tied up here.
Let's go, Hornets!
Pulled away by Carpenter. Olsen dumps it into the zone. It swings all the way around. Pitco manning the boards. Swings back the other way. Carpenter racing over to it. Olsen there. Kept in. Chipped into the corner. Pitco gives chase. Okay, Beacom now. Beacom. Nice step in by Beacom. Pitco will center this up. Oh, there it is. Carlson was there. But so is St. Paul. It goes cross ice. Capitals in. Fire blocker down. And Carpenter and Pitco will race. Pitco will through center ice. Plays it wide. Trying to just put it on net maybe. Chipped up in the air, knocked down. Bodied up. Pulled out by Carlson. Carlson will look for help in the form of Carpenter, but swings by him, and now it'll be Beacom and Olsen back. Good play by Olsen. Offsides situation. Too many! A little ragged for a moment as Eichton played him. Okay, Carlson racing. Carlson. Okay. Eichton with 8:17 plays it to Helfrich, but St. Paul takes it. Parisi, Eichton, Vogel. Go green! Okay, St. Paul whiffs at it, but they get it back. Oh, there we go. Helfrich was off to the races and he chipped that by him. Good work there. Bad screen in front of McGill. Knocked away. That was a good play by Parisi to help. It's out. Vogel will race. Vogel onto the stick of Helfrich. Helfrich on the brakes. Darn it. Okay. Played wide of McGill. St. Paul there first. Help! Poke to the blue line. Got a piece of it. Parisi, we're just a step off here. Let's go! And Georgie keeps him in the moment. McGill with the big save. Gets a pat from the ref. And 7 minutes on the clock. We'll get some fresh legs. Rethink it a bit here with Hoffman, McElroy, and Weebler, Conkey, and Drew Hart. Goes to the deep. McElroy will pressure it off the misplay. Good work by McElroy. Played into the zone picked up by Hart. Hart at the blue. Lots of pressure from the Hornets here. Conkey waiting. We'll fire it in. Nice play by Henry. Weebler. Right back out. We'll have an icing call the other way. 6:25 in a tie ball game. Well, we need some attack, some good work here from Hoffman, McElroy, Carlson. Sorry. Parisi, Hoffman, Carlson. Through traffic. That was Conkey on the try. Good defense there by Parisi. Hart with the puck. Hart quickly up to Conkey. Conkey up for Turbo. Here comes Hoffman. Carlson, yeah, Parisi was off, I guess. 6:06. Okay, Tommy will take it again. St. Paul got there first. They have the puck through center ice. They'll reset as their player was in there too early. Nice defense by Hart. Just takes it away from him, and we'll play it all the way around. For Carlson. Carlson poked it up. Parisi there. No, just by Carlson. She was frustrated by a nice play by Conkey. He had stepped up and kept it in the zone. Nice step up. Poked away by Carlson. Good stick by her. Turbo on the backhand. No. Knocked down Carlson. Hoffman there battling. Hoffman by Parisi. Conkey and Hart back. 3-on-2 as they break in. Tied up by Conkey. Big time play here. Parisi. Back to himself. Puts it on Carlson. Carlson, one more. Good test by Carlson. They needed one more there. One more pass out front would have done it. It's 3-3 with 4:58. Got to keep the pressure on here. It'll be Vogel.
It's the third place game.
It's a third place game. See those third place medals right there? Vogel, Pitko. Pitko into the corner. Sorry, that was Helfrich. Helfrich. Offsides, yes. We'll get that reset. 4:41 in the third. Vivian again on the draw as Will set to her left, Cam to her right. Benny and Bo to defend. Olsen, woo. He has to chase that down. Now Beacom, Bo still racing for it. Good play by Bo. Watch out front. Watch out front. Okay, Helfrich now. Helfrich. Poked away. 4:17 on the clock. Olsen on the brakes. Olsen. Helfrich. Helfrich chips. I think we had something going there. As it hit one of the Hornets who was leaning over out of the box. We'll go right back in the zone. Hoffman comes in for Vogel. Sorry, it's Hoffman, Carlson, and Parisi. On net, McGill up to the challenge. Carlson gets to the puck first. Carlson, cross ice, out of the reach of St. Paul. Parisi chases after it.
Move feet.
No penalty. They didn't get it. Fired in deep, Hoffman. Parisi working at it. St. Paul looks cross ice now, up the boards. Nullified by Carlson. Here we go. Turnover? No. Nearly. Tessa had put a bunch of pressure on them. Eichton played him wide. Watch out front. They tried to test Georgie. He got the pad right there. Here comes Hoffman. That's Hoffman over to Carlson. Carlson, Parisi waiting at the blue. Back behind the play. On net. Rebound out front. Oh, good look for Parisi. As it sat there on St. Paul's stick, he tried to just play it in off their stick. He's got the puck here. Jax. Carlson. St. Paul. Hoffman now, good control. Here comes Mosley with a look. Mosley off the deflect. Parisi. He's dumped. Hoffman now. Carlson. Parisi meets him. Mosley now will cover up and send it around. It comes right back around. And racing back will be Vogel to pick it up. We got fresh legs. Okay, we're in the zone. Weebler gives chase. Banked around, no one there yet. Okay, Conkey, Hart, Conkey. Good defense there by Conkey as he slid across to block that centering pass. Vogel up the boards. Not out. Okay, Weebler will put it out. Mack through center ice. Try to fight his way through it. Poked away by Conkey. Another good play. 3-on-2 off the bad change. Here comes McElroy on the backhand. He still got it. Charlie looking to center it up. Weebler waiting. Vogel on the backside. Vogel will have to get to it. Okay, St. Paul's got it. 1:24 on the clock. Knocked away by McElroy.
Change.
Fell awkwardly there. They'll get Carpenter on with Helfrich and Carlson. Beacom and Olsen. Sorry, that's Hoffman in to the left of Carlson, Helfrich to the right. They'll push him back and out. Out of the zone, Hoodlick for St. Paul. Helfrich. Hoffman looks! Great opportunity. Carlson picks it up. Kept in by Beacom. Nice play by Bo. That wasn't a high stick. I thought you could have it at your waist. No? Is it above your waist? Where's the high stick?
I still got shot in the back of the leg.
Yeah, but why is it a high stick?
It was over, if you hit it over, I don't know, shoulders.
I thought you could play it at your waist. You got one too many for the Hornets here? Still got one too many. Tommy will take Beacom will set. 45 seconds left in the game. They'll call on Parisi to take the draw. Jax. I wonder if we have a play called here. Played to the St. Paul player. Here we go. Chance for the Hornets. Hoffman with a fresh bunch of speed. Fires! Walker to side. Helfrich. 33 seconds left. St. Paul runs the other way. Watch out here. Parisi, the only man back. Fed across. A little bit of contact. There is Parisi bodied up. 20 seconds left. Kicked out by St. Paul. They're going to try and wind it. Watch out front. McGill there to close the door. 9.6. 9.6 as Olsen goes to chase down his stick. You don't want your defender playing without a stick. Vivian will skate on. Off will come Parisi. Lots of changes here with 9.6 trying to go on a run. Olsen fires it up. Chance for Helfrich. Helfrich on the run. Breaks. Catches up to it. He got tied up before he could get it across. That'll do it. I don't know what the overtime rules are. It looks like the timekeeper is looking it up as well. So at the least we'll get a little bit of an intermission here of 2 minutes until we start things up again. Next goal wins, folks. Okay, 30 seconds left on the intermission. What are you seeing here? 4-on-4? Overtime rules are 4-on-4, it looks like. So it'll be Carlson, Hoffman, Helfrich, and Olsen. Let's see if they can use their speed to get something going here. Cam will take the draw. Helfrich plays it back. Right off the bat, it's picked up by St. Paul. Knocked away by Olsen. Olsen bodies him up. Helfrich now. Helfrich will carry to Carlson. Carlson makes a move. Plays it sharply for Hoffman. Hoffman wide. Hoffman plays it by him. Tommy catches up to it. Hoffman with the puck. Gets all the way out to Helfrich. Gets through traffic. No. Carlson there. Kicks behind the net. Crossed out. Picked up by Olsen. Olsen sharply for Helfrich. Helfrich Carlson. Carlson walks in. Played across for Olsen. Turnover the other way. Carried all the way. Turnaround shot. Pad save. George McGill. Conkey Hart, Vogel, Parisi now. So get in a more defensive looking setup with Vogel on the draw. Uh-oh. Holy cow. Holy cow. George McGill saves the day. Vogel behind the net. It'll be Hart. Hart winds. Pops it off the boards right to St. Paul. Watch out here. That's it. 4th place will be the finish for the Hornets. They lose in overtime. Had some good opportunities throughout that game, including in overtime. But it was not meant to be. They'll finish 4th. But a good battle. St. Paul's a good team. And we'll keep battling. We'll see you next time. The Hornets fall in overtime, 3-4. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
They deserve to win.
They did? Yeah, we made some mistakes.
No, we didn't come to play. We played fine. We better.
I think so. Yeah, some missed opportunities.